2023 has proven to be a year many Nigerians will not forget in a hurry. But the government insists that the pains experienced by many are temporary and the benefits will be sustainable. Many homes and individuals began the year on a challenging note. The Naira redesign policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria undoubtedly brought a harsh economic atmosphere over the country, just as the fuel subsidy removal led to sharp rise in the prices of goods and services across the country. As the new year beckons, anticipations are getting brighter that the policies of government, if well executed, will turn around the economic fortunes of the people. To discuss this, I'm joined by CEO, APT Securities, Kasim Garba Kurfi. Thank you very much, Kasim, for giving us your time. What strategies do you think can be employed to better diversify Nigeria's economy and reduce its overdependence on oil revenue? And if you could, point out some of the policies that you think this government has implemented that will bear better fruit in the coming year.
Well, the policy that currently being implemented that better for the economy is the fact that agriculture. If you look at the agriculture now, the output of the agricultural farms have risen very high because they stopped the importation of the foreign good, particularly the rice. This policy needs to be extended into the other sectors of the agriculture to ensure that the local production also reach to the demand side of it. Because today, if you look at it, look at what does it cost a basket of pepper or tomato in the north compared to the price in the south. This has to do with the transportation. If the government can accelerate the train or railway transportation, that will be cheaper and widely assumed to reduce the cost by 50 or more to the cost of the production. That will increase the the cost of transportation for reaching out the farm product to the desired market. We also need to see that we increase productivity across the board because these are very, very vital. If there is productivity, the cost of importation will be less. Nigeria will rely more into the production. Remember in those days when we are saying the Naira value is ahead the dollar value. In the 80s, we're in the production of our vehicles, we're in the production of the tire, we're in the production of battery, we're in the production of so many things. Today, all these have gone. There is no single factory that produces tire in Nigeria, despite the fact we have over 20 million cars. There is no single productivity for the battery of the car, and so many accessories. This cannot be done. If we want to retain the value of the Naira, we need to bring productivity, not only in tire, but in all other accessories. Equally, we need to increase productivity in other things. Many factories are closing down, and the government needs to do something to encourage productivity. And once we are more into production, we will have value of our Naira, and the economy will be at ease to most of the consumers because we're a consuming nation.
What about foreign direct investment? How can government better stimulate this and encourage them to come into the country for more growth?
Recently, the president had a meeting with the Total, and they promised to invest $8 million. We need to see more of these foreign investors coming into the country. At the same time, we should have a friendly policy so that we capitalize in this African free trading zone. Remember, recently P&G decided to close, despite the fact that they still are in production in Egypt and South Africa. Remember, in the early 2000, Nigerian production by P&G is ahead of the production in Egypt and South Africa. So Nigerians have to, the government have to come with a policy that will stop company closing. We had P&G, we have Glasgow Smiths, and many other are likely going to follow the suit. We must discourage this and encourage more productivity. And if the government can come with the tax policy that will attract more company production into the Nigeria, they will do it. At the same time, the Nigerian government needs to have a policy that will promote more local production, either in terms of pioneer status or what any other incentive that will promote more companies to come into the Nigeria and the better for us.
Do you think that the president's trips to woo investors has some benefit for the economy that we will reap in this coming year? Or you think he should do more with international diplomacy to help counteract the impact of the fuel subsidy removal and improving the economy?
Well, the president's foreign policy look good, but it's not good enough. We need to do homework to ensure that the local productivity and trust Nigerians. If we can promote the atmosphere much better, more Nigerians will involve into the productivity. So with or without the foreign policy, you will find that we will promote it. Today, we are the net exporter of the cement. Why? Because our local policy, the BUA, the Dangote cement, are all into massive production ahead of even the Lafarge. So what we need a policy that will promote more Nigeria into productivity. Today, we have over 50 rice mines in Nigeria, and most of these are local Nigerians going into rice mine. So we need more of this policy that will attract more local production and that will attract more Nigerian into productivity. And once we get into this, I can tell you the sky will be our limit. So it will be coupled with the foreign investors, and therefore they will complement each other, and that will increase our productivity, and that will enhance the value of Naira.
Kasim, thank you very much for speaking with us. We appreciate your time, and I do wish you a Merry Christmas. Well-deserved rest tonight.
The same thing to you. Thank you.